Food subjugates the earth that we live on. 38% of the world's surface is devoted to agriculture. 87% of all the drinkable water on the earth is used for crops. We are because of widespread malnutrition, the poorest of this earth combat not just starvation, but obesity. We are constantly worried by contamination in our food. It's been in all the news recently. And we are suspicion of agribusiness is rising throughout the community, leading to the creation of organic and local food movements. And all these problems are being created and being exacerbated by global warming. Global warming is decreasing the amount of arable land due to rising sea levels and decreasing the amount of photosynthesis that is happening on a global scale. And so it seems that all these problems are only going to get worse. But we believe in a different future. We believe in a world where you use 90% less water to grow your crops, where you use 80% less space, where you use 100% less pesticide, no pesticide at all, and we have absolutely no transport to get your food to where it needs to go. What we believe in is agropolis. Agropolis is a new concept in urban aquaculture, urban hydroponics, and aeroponics. It's farming without the use of soil. Initially, what you can see here is a combined farm-restaurant concept store. This is just one possible iteration of what we could do. So you can see here, people walk in and you see on all the walls and through the back wall, nothing but green, nothing but the plants that you would eat that day when you walk into the store. Underneath your feet, you see fish, tilapia, swimming around, part of an internal ecosystem that utilizes algae to feed the fish, and the fish excrete nutrients, and the nutrients go to feed the plants, creating an entire internal ecosystem. You will never have a tomato fresher than one you just picked. You will never have a lettuce more local than one where you eat it in the store in which it was grown. That's the value that we promise. But why use hydroponics to deliver this grand vision? The benefits of controlled agriculture are many, but the first of them is that you can grow food anywhere, at any time. Food is now freed of the bounds of season or region. It is now universal. But food is also free of pest control, free of herbicides and pesticides, because you have a controlled environment and you can have a controlled ecosystem. You can also have, importantly for the future, you can control genetically modified organisms so they do not interbreed with organisms in the environment. So you can have the benefits of GMOs without any of the potential risks. And another immense benefit is yield. Because you are completely controlling for the nutrients and the temperature and the humidity and the entire internal environment, you can gain substantial yield increases over any form of conventional agriculture. And also one of the benefits is that you can stack hydroponic farming, like 6 high, as high as you like, really. And so with all these amazing benefits of hydroponic farming, what differentiates us? So what makes us different is the technologies that we use. We're going to integrate in emerging sensor technologies, robotic technologies, and lighting innovations, technologies that are going to change the way that hydroponic farming is done and going to make hydroponic farming not just a niche application, but something that is fundamentally how food is grown in the future. But more than that, we're also going to offer a powerful consumer experience. We're aiming urban farming not just at those who are concerned about the environment, but also at those who believe in fresh food, who want an experience of food that's different to any other you can experience. And also what we offer is food that is truly green, food that requires, food where we reduce water usage, fertilizer runoff, and the use of pesticides. Food that is carbon neutral from the outset, where we're taking the excess biomass of the plants, we're taking the tomato plant that you don't eat and recycling that as energy, using solar power and sustainable energy. So these are all the benefits, but what technologies are we going to use to really, what technologies in the next 10 years are really going to make this not just an idea, but something fundamental into the way we grow our food? The first is lighting. As lighting matures, as LEDs and OLEDs and varieties of electronic lighting mature, it's going to dramatically drive down cost and drive up the potential for growing in environments we could never grow efficiently before. New sensors are being developed where you can detect not just one nutrient but all nutrients and the macrobiotic sort of environment that the plants grow in to give you an exact and ideal environment to grow those plants in. And using those sensors, you can automate the entire growth of plants, automate farming, make farming easy, make farming not something that not something that requires a farmer, but something that anyone can do without even thinking, because that's an enormous potential benefit. So, but more importantly, well, not more importantly, but as a final addendum to all of that, the plants that we eat are going to change as well. So imagine a tomato that tastes like the most succulent tomato that you've ever had in your life, but contains all the vitamins and minerals that you need for that day. Imagine that tomato you ordered in the morning and was fully grown by the afternoon. And in the far, far future, not the far future, imagine 10 years or in the future, imagine that tomato is not grown 10,000 miles away or even a mile away in the store that we showed you, but in a grow fridge in your own home, in something that you simply just open the door and grab the tomato and eat it yourself. That's the kind of future that we intend to promise. Agropolis is a new way of thinking about food production. Urban, hydroponic, environmentally conscious, and fresh. Food for a better future. Thank you.